My name is Chellcy Reitsma, and this is a day in the life of. And no, wait, cut, start over. I'm sorry, it's not a day in the life of, it's just a day in the life, right? Okay.
Jien Wayne Camilleri u flimkien ma' ħabib tiegħi Peter Borg ħriġna bl-idea biex inqattaw ftit ħin ma' ħbieb oħrajn fix-xena tal-entertainment f'Malta u naraw kif qattaw il-ġurnata tagħhom bħala ħaddiema professjonali f'din l-industrija.
Kull ġimgħa ħaniltaqgħu ma' artisti li bħali u bħal Wayne għandhom passjoni kbira għax-xogħol tagħhom. Ħanamlu dan biex nispiraw l-artisti tagħna u nurhom li karriera f'din l-industrija tista' tkun possibbli. A day in the life.
My name is Chellcy Reitsma, and this is a day in the life. And I am a singer-songwriter and a poet and a visual artist. So regarding genres, I don't really like to subscribe to a genre. I like to just write the music based on what the song is calling for, whether it's rock or blues or adult contemporary, doesn't matter. I'm actually quite new to music. I was a professional dancer before, and I got really injured, multiple injuries, and I can't be fixed. So I had to completely retire from dancing. And so after that, I was kind of struggling to figure out what I was going to do with myself. I still wanted to be creative. I've always been a visual artist, but it gets a little bit depressing just being locked up in an artist studio all the time by yourself, painting and drawing. So I really like to collaborate and meet people and work with people a lot. So I decided to try my hand at singing, and I'd always wanted to, but I was terrified because I was so used as a professional dancer to express myself with my body silently, and I never liked my voice. So to actually hear myself vocalizing my own thoughts and feelings and life experiences in a song, and to be in front of people vocalizing it so loudly was actually terrifying for me. But I persevered and I just got through it and I did it. I didn't start even taking my first class until about the middle of 2014. I took a singing course, and yeah, my first class, I went to the coach and I was shaking. I started crying. My voice was trembling because I was really scared to try it. But anyways, I stuck it out, and here I am. So to completely start something new, to go from dancing to music, I was really terrified, and I did find it challenging just to get my courage up to try it at all. And I also had all these thoughts in my mind because I was 40. I decided to start doing this at 40. So I felt, am I too old to be doing this? Like, does age really matter? Are people gonna think that I'm going through a midlife crisis, starting a rock band at 40? You know, like, I'm gonna look ridiculous. All of this stuff was rolling around in my head. And I just decided to do it anyways because I really love being on stage. I love creating, and I needed to do something that I didn't have to be on my feet all the time. I could sing on stage even if I'm in a wheelchair. It doesn't matter, you know? So I forced myself to face my fears and do it, because I found anytime something really, really scares me, if I just go ahead and do it, that is usually the best experience of my life. All of my best experiences have been things that I've been scared to do. A lot of people think that they have like an expiration date or something, you know, that they can only do something new up until like mid-20s or start something new before the age of 30, basically. And it's just not true. You can start anything at any time in your life. As long as you're still alive and breathing and you can move, you can start something new. And it doesn't matter whether you're scared, it doesn't matter whether you know anything. You'll get the experience and you'll learn along the way. Nobody's expecting somebody that's just learning to be good right away. They're just not expecting that. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You just have to come to terms with, I might make some mistakes. I might look like an utter fool in front of people. And that's okay, it's temporary. It's something that's gonna pass. And eventually you're gonna learn, you're gonna gain knowledge, you're going to gain emotional and mental strength to keep persevering, and eventually you're gonna be really proud of yourself and really happy that you took the plunge to do something new. I definitely feel that my dance background and my visual arts background both have helped me in music, because I feel that not having any musical training and coming from those other two backgrounds I've approached music in a different way than somebody that has studied musical theory, for example. I feel like sometimes I think outside the box just out of ignorance, because I don't know what the rules are. And honestly, I don't really care what the rules are. If something's working, then I'm gonna go with it. And I feel that I've created quite a few songs that actually have challenged some of these rules unintentionally. Like one of my most recent releases, Happy New Year, when the music shifts to the chorus, it's a really awkward transition, but somehow it's really working, and the music kind of goes from being quiet and then it just opens up in the chorus, which is great. I also think when I'm on stage, my dance background definitely helped with being on stage, because I'm not afraid to be in front of people. And I also know how to use the stage, how to make use of the space, move around, fill it up. Even if I'm by myself on a large stage, I feel like I can take over the space. And definitely my dance background helped me with that. My visual arts, I feel, have really helped me with creating music videos. I can visualize things. When a song comes to me, 99% of the time, I have a clear vision of exactly what I would do if I made a music video for this. I don't usually have the money to afford exactly what I want to do, but I do the best with my finances, to create it as close to my original vision as possible. And then I feel like I also can say which colors I want on stage for lighting and what I want to wear, what I want the band members to wear. And so I can put together a pretty polished show using all of my visual art and dance experiences and knowledge. It's really important to stay organized as an artist if you want to be successful, because you have to be really good at time management. Nowadays, it's not like the olden times where you're going to be discovered and someone's going to think you're so fantastic and they're going to hire artist managers and they're going to do everything for you and you just have to do your music or your art and show up. It's not like that anymore. You have to do everything yourself. You have to do your own album covers and interviews and your own advertisements and pushing and marketing and branding, because everything's so expensive and the costs add up. And when you're starting out as an artist, you don't have the kind of money to invest in hiring professionals in every single thing that you need. So you need to learn skills. You need to utilize all of the skills that you have. And you have to stay extremely organized. Like I, for example, spend a certain number of hours every morning just marketing myself, applying to radio stations to get my songs on radio all over the world, applying to magazines and blogs to get interviews and artist features, just to get my music out there and for people to see it, because what's the point in making it? I can make music all day long, but if no one is listening to it, what difference did it make, unless I'm solely doing it for myself. But I think most artists, of course, they do it for themselves because they love it, but they also are doing it for their fans and audience members. You have to. I mean, what's the point in doing it if no one's gonna listen to it? So, and then you have to definitely save time for creating. So you've got to have a few hours every day that you can work on some songwriting. You have to show up at interviews like this. You have to be on time. So time management and being organized is just extremely important. You need to have all of your files on your computer well organized so you can send out photos and videos. The moment somebody asks for it, boom, you can send it within a few minutes, get it done. A day in my life definitely involves a little bit of everything. So I wake up, try not to sleep in too long. I wake up as early as I can, depending on if I had a performance the night before or whatever, Coffee, I can't function without coffee, period. So, some kind of breakfast, I try to take care of my nutrition. So And then I just get to work on all the stuff relating to the internet, all the marketing and promotions, social media posts, whatever. Then I oftentimes cook lunch for myself and my husband and take a little break. And then I start working on songwriting or writing poetry or working on paintings or whatever it is that's on the agenda that day. Or get ready and go to an interview or a TV spot, whatever. Afternoons are kind of like a little bit free to choose what I'm going to work on based on the bookings that day and stuff. And then evenings, usually I have rehearsals like anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week, depending on what's going on. Maybe I'll have some performances. Or I just watch my favorite shows with my husband, or we go out, you know. That's usually how the day goes. So I feel that I have a couple of unique selling points. One being that I started so old. It's not that common to start music so old, you know. And I'm proud of myself that I did that. And another unique selling point is that I do have that multidisciplinary background of visual art, dance, plus the music. And I definitely utilize the visual art and the poetry a lot. I've also recently started incorporating my poetry with my music, or even as an interlude between songs. So I feel that that's pretty unique. I mean, other artists have done it because everything's been done practically. But I feel that that's fairly unique and I stand out a bit.